back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I am so grateful that you are here to spend a little time with me. So today is going to be a bit of a creative day that I want to show you guys. So my plans are to paint a picture, and I may have some more plans, but I know for sure I want to try to paint something while I film today's video. So you are in for a nice, hopefully relaxing and peaceful treat. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. Alright, so I am back from exercising my dog, and the beautiful afternoon sun is blazing in, so I hope this lighting isn't too terrible, but this paper is 9 by 12, and I need it to be a bit smaller so that it can fit in one of these canvases, one of these frames that I have. So I'm going to cut this paper before I paint. If you saw my video where I framed one of my other paintings, you would see that I had the issue of having to cut my painting, and because it couldn't fit in any of the frames. I believe hobbies can be a great use of time and can be beneficial for the Christian. But I also know there are some ways in which we spend our time that pulls us away from the Lord. Some activities may seem harmless, but they are actually causing our minds and hearts to become preoccupied with this temporal world we live in. We must live in this world, but we must not love this world. I am a person with many interests, and I am constantly trying my hardest to be diligent about not allowing my interests to take the forefront of my priorities. Jesus and His Word need to be my priority. Okay, so I basically have finished drawing on here, which I honestly did not expect it to take that long, although I'm not sure why I didn't expect it to take long. It is a pretty busy picture. So I kind of did, I didn't draw everything that I'm going to paint on the paper, because as you know, when you paint, like, the little tiny details can get lost in the sauce. So for me, there's no reason for me to, create, like, draw the leaves and all those things, because I'm just going to paint those in, and yeah, there's just no need for me to do that. We must continue to fight the fight of faith. Now, technically, you should be wetting your brush when using, like, acrylic paints, and you also should probably prep your paper and all that stuff, but I rarely ever do that for any of my artistic endeavors. We must guard our hearts, guard our faith from being dampened by the natural world that is all around us. So I am pretty much expecting this project to take me much longer than today. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it would be simple, and I really wanted to get it all in one video, which I think I still will, so I just won't post this video in real time. I'll post this video once I'm finished with this painting. And we are currently, it's official, we are moving out of this state, and so we just don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time, but of course I started this painting project, so. So the question of whether or not to start a new hobby, or whether or not your hobby is beneficial to your walk with Christ is, does this activity make me think on the things of God, or does it pull me into the cares of this world? Now, what I will say is, practicing this is not a matter of working to please God by our own strength. It is rather a matter of facilitating a desire and craving for the things of God rather than the things of this world. So be encouraged to pick up that new hobby, but ensure that you do not allow yourselves to be distracted by it. All right, so I think book 1 is pretty much complete. There are a few things that I want to do to it, but I feel like before I add more details, I need to figure out, I need to do the rest of the books. So if you guys haven't noticed, it is the next day, and I am starting the painting a little bit earlier today. It's 9 o'clock, so that's nice. One thing that I've noticed, basically what I want to say, when I was first starting out with sewing and painting and baking sourdough and all those things, I definitely felt a little bit like, am I in over my head? Like, who do I think I am, thinking that I can start these skills at the age that I am? I never had any examples for this. I don't have any formal training in this and all that jazz. But what I realized is that stuff doesn't matter. Especially because I'm making sourdough bread for me and my family. I'm not making sourdough bread for a competition, you know? I'm not making this painting that I'm painting right now to be bought by others, to be adored by others. I'm making this because I enjoy creating things. And oftentimes I think when we are thinking about starting projects or starting new hobbies, we're thinking about it along that line. It's like, who do you have to impress if you are doing this hobby for yourself? Now, if you are starting a hobby and you're trying to sell the things that you're making, that's a whole different story. But I think we have to get back to doing hobbies for the sake of doing hobbies, and not for the sake of you want to start to turn a profit from your hobbies. May the God of peace be with you all.